Good evening and welcome to my channel. This is the end of the second week of this project, and I've got another 1,000-word story for you based on 5 random words. The random words are as follows. Okay, and this story is called Beggars Can't Be Choosers. It was a chill November afternoon. Adam was leaving the architect's office where he worked. It was already dark, with a chill, sleety wind, as he headed for the tube station. Adam passed a homeless man by the ATMs outside the Tesco Metro, an elderly man wearing a raggedy old Macintosh and frantically covering the pavements with chalk. Instead of drawing or writing anything explicable, he seemed to be writing an endless screed of complex equations. Adam, who had some facility with maths, couldn't make head nor tail of it. A hat half full of coins sat beside the beggar. Evidently this was performative in some obscure way. Adam felt an urge to give him something, but he hardly ever carried cash anymore. He did, however, have a sandwich he'd forgotten to eat at lunchtime. The beggar was ignoring the first rule of panhandling, namely, to attract the attention of passers-by, so Adam harumphed to draw attention. The voluminous coat wafted a heady reek in Adam's direction, leaving him in no doubt that this unfortunate lived on the street. The beggar looked at the packaged sandwich as if it might suddenly explode. "What's that?" he muttered. "A sandwich," Adam explained, a tad unnecessarily. "Egg and cress." The indigent sniffed it and wrinkled his nose. "Not keen?" said Adam. He was about to walk on by. After all, as it was often said, beggars can't be choosers. The pavement mathematician grabbed his arm and gestured with the chalk like a pointer. "Hungry work, but a bugger like this won't solve itself." He had a crazed look, but Adam pitied him. Who knows what insatiable voices had driven him from a normal life, this evidently educated man fallen on hard times. "What can I get you?" said Adam, motioning towards Tesco. The pavement mathematician had a good think. "Avocado, egg, and rocket on brown bread." Wow, thought Adam, that was unexpectedly specific. He nodded and walked into the shop, scanning the somewhat denuded sandwich shelves and finding nothing remotely like what had been requested. There was, however, one deluxe BLT left. Who doesn't like a BLT? "I'm vegetarian," the beggar said when Adam presented the alternative he'd just purchased. "No avocado?" No, there was no fucking avocado. Can't a homeless man still have food preferences? "None available," Adam explained. "Look, I'll exchange it. Any second choices?" The old man shrugged as if to say, "I'm easy." Adam headed back into Tesco. The vegetarian offerings were slim and flaccid pickings. "Ah, wait a minute. Avocado and pepper wrap with paprika. Not a sandwich, but something equivalent. Surely he could take a risk. This time the queue had lengthened with post-work shoppers, but Adam had started something he meant to finish. Adam's new friend seemed sceptical of his latest offering, but took a tentative bite, then chewed and swallowed appreciatively. "Thank you. I wonder if I might trouble you for something to wash it down with." Adam had a good mind to tell to go to hell, but the beggar looked so forlorn, and Adam's girlfriend Amy had only agreed to take him back if he promised to be a better man. "Tea, coffee, juice, moët et chandon?" This produced an appreciative chuckle and then a moment's thought. The beggar finally answered as if having a eureka moment. "Black coffee, 2 sugars, Americano." The lunatic wasn't looking at Adam as he said this. He had returned to his calculations, violently crossing something out. By now resigned to his Sisyphean task, Adam marched back into Tesco, emerging 5 minutes later with a coffee from the vending machine and a much-needed bottle of red for later. The old man grasped the cup gratefully, took a sip, recoiled. He'd forgotten the plastered sugar! This time it was Adam's fault, so he simply turned on his heel and went to rectify his error. The till girl, who had now served him 3 times, gave him a sympathetic smile as he swiped his card once more and did a little dance to make the automatic doors let him out. Adam handed over the sugar with an ironic flourish. "Thank you kindly." "Wait a bloody moment!" Incredibly, the beggar span round, accidentally knocking the coffee cup across the pavement. A young girl cursed, leaping out of the way. "What the fuck?" shouted Adam. The beggar ignored him, frantically redrawing equations. Finally he stood up, with a look of pure joy, and threw his arms around Adam. The smell was unconscionable. "You're a genius! Look at that!" The mathematician gesticulated towards something at the bottom, underlined 3 times. "I've got to call Simon." The beggar took out a smartphone and took photos of his work. He then texted these to someone. Moments later, his phone rang. "Simon, I knew that I'd get you calling. Incredible, isn't it? I was on my way home and I had nothing to write on. But the grandkids' chalks, I know. Maeve must be worried. I've literally not washed or slept for a week." Adam was agog. He tapped the charlatan on the shoulder. "Hey, why was I buying you a meal if you're not homeless?" The mathematician looked like Adam was interrupting something very important. "I have absolutely no idea. Sorry, but I need to get back to this." He returned to his call. Adam was indignant. "But you've got a hat full of money." "Sorry, Simon, there's a fellow bothering me." The ingrate turned to Adam. "Not my fault if a fellow can't lay his hat down to scratch his head without every man jack mistaking him for a tramp. I really have to take this call, but thank you so much for dinner." Adam might as well have become invisible. The beggar was deep in conspiratorial conversation. Adam walked away, laughing, as the excited chatter of the man with the chalk receded behind him. "I know, Simon, but when you add an 11th special dimension, you simply don't need the constant anymore." That was fun. I kind of like putting a bit of emphasis into the dialogue on these. Hopefully I'm getting better at this. Hope you enjoyed it. And as ever, please subscribe. And maybe tell other people about the channel. I will keep going. At least until the end of this lockdown period. And then maybe I'll just do it twice a week or something. But we'll see. It's good fun and it's keeping my creative juices going. And I hope entertaining some people as well. So, thanks and good night.